In this brief video, I want to explain the different assignment types we have and how to best prepare your work to get feedback. The first assignment type you'll encounter are drawing sit-ups. These are very brief, 5-minute to 60-minute drawing exercises. They're really meant to be like sit-ups. They're little strengtheners. They will repeat, and the more you repeat them, the stronger you'll get. The second type of assignment that you'll find are called the drawing deep dive. So these are maybe more similar to actual drawings that are more like artworks, but the main idea behind these assignments is that they're longer. They're between 2 hours minimum, and you can take them all the way up to 12 hours, depending on how much you're willing to invest, how much time you're willing to put into this. Not all modules will have always sit-ups and deep dives. The main idea is that you get to choose what you have time for. And sometimes you'll want to do both. You'll first want to warm up with some sit-ups, and then you want to go into the deep dive. Sometimes you only have time for the sit-ups, and sometimes you just want to go straight into the deep dive. It's completely up to you how you use them. I just want you to understand that they have different functions. So a deep dive goes through the entire drawing process, whereas a sit-up only takes a little chunk of the process, a little element, drills in on that, and hones that little element of the drawing process. The third assignment type you'll find are journaling and self-assessment prompts. So as I said, not very many courses offer that element, and I really encourage you to go through them. They will help you understand what it is that attracts you about certain artwork, what you want to maybe explore later down the road, and also how to assess your work, your progress on your own once this class is over. Once you have done your assignments and you're ready to have it reviewed, I need you to take a good photo of the drawing and the reference. And so I can really give you the best feedback possible, I want you to think about a specific question that maybe came up in you as you're drawing, something you're confused about, something that you're wondering about, something that you want to hear more about. Anything that came up as you're working on the project, put that question into the email. And here is how you can take really good photos of your work and of your model, so I can really give you feedback based on what your drawing actually looks like and not on a badly taken drawing where I can barely see the lines. So this is how to use your smartphone to take pictures. The first step is you want to clip your drawing to your drawing board so it's buckle free, it's flat, and you can just kind of lean it up against the wall and it won't just slide down the wall. Step number 2, then you want to take that drawing on the drawing board to a well-lit area, ideally outdoors in the shade because it gives you even lighting, or indoors near a window. You want to avoid positions in which you cast a shadow onto your picture, and also avoid direct light because often that just washes out your image. Step number 3. When you're using your cell phone, make sure that your phone is actually parallel with your drawing board. And to make sure that that's the case, you want to use the grid option on your phone. So somewhere in the settings, depending on your use of an iPhone or an Android phone, there will be this little symbol, this hashtag symbol, and that's your grid symbol. You want to tap that, and you want to make sure that the edges of your drawing are parallel with that little grid. The next step is before you hit the snapping picture button, I need you to adjust your exposure. And for that, you usually just tap the screen and you get this little slider to pop up, the exposure slider, and you want to slide it up or down. And the goal is that the lit part of the face isn't washed out looking. You want to be able to see value variation within that lighter part of the face. And if for some reason by tapping the screen, you don't get an option for the slider, Google how to adjust the exposure on your phone. Like whatever model your phone is, you just want to type in then the model of your phone. And hopefully you'll find a guide like that. Number 4, the next step, if you were working from life, like if you're not using one of my reference images, you need to take a picture of your model. Be sure to take it from exactly where your eyes were at when you were drawing. And you want to use the same exact lighting as you were when you were drawing. And again, before you snap the photo, tap your screen on the lightest part of the setup, so on the lit part of the model's face, and adjust the exposure so you can actually see the value variation within the light. We don't care so much about the value variation within the shadows. So make sure that this is how you take your picture. Then you send an email to draw@curaoc.com, and in the subject line, I want you to put BPA assignment submission live 1 for the first live session. If you're submitting your assignments for the second session, you would put live 2. And if you're submitting the work for the third live session, you would put live 3. And you attach both the images of your model and your drawing. And before you hit send, don't forget to add that question I had you think about earlier. So I want you to be brave. This is a judgment-free zone. You deserve to get feedback regardless of the stage of your learning process. I know it feels sometimes uncomfortable, but I promise you, you will learn so much. And by your bravery, you'll also help others to learn at the same time. I can't wait to see your work.